Woohoo! Welcome everybody back to Hex Token channel. Your host Superman. Now we're going to have a lot of fun with this session. We've been covering a lot of price charts lately in the last couple of days. Of course, there's been lots to talk about with that. But today we're going to talk about the complete Pulsechain ecosystem guide for beginners. Plus we've got a nice little video surprise after that. So I hope you guys enjoy this. This is going to be a introduction for beginners. Obviously, I'm going to show you the links where you can get into the next level of detail. So it's going to be a lot of fun. Hope you guys really enjoy this. And of course, I hope this famous model as well is enticing you to take that next step further in terms of your Pulsechain education. Now, if you're new to Pulsechain, hopefully you'll find out a lot of new stuff here, and it's going to be a lot of fun in the information discovery. Now, Pulsechain is going to be amazing. The first system state copy of Ethereum. This is just groundbreaking in crypto. Of course, potentially the biggest airdrop in crypto history, the biggest yield farming in crypto history, and the fastest way to mass adoption. Stay tuned. This is the juggernaut in crypto coming up in the next probably a couple of months to next year. So it's going to be awesome to see that play out over when it does launch. It's going to be absolutely amazing. So we're going to get into all of that. But before we do that, of course, we're going to get into the introduction. And yeah, there's something else about this video that's also going to play out, and I'll let you know about that in the future because it's going to be a lot of fun for sure. Spreading the word about Pulsechain is going to be a big thing. So I hope you guys enjoy that. Now let's get into the chat, folks. We've got a few people in there already. Jay Pon in there. Woo! Good to see Jay Pon with the medal, looking good and posting plenty of emojis there. I love it. Hexapiker's in us as well. Hey from the UK. Good morning all from Hexapiker. Big shout out in the UK. We got now. Sup people? Good to see you in the house. And Property View, a good video title. Hey, appreciate that, Property View. Yeah, it's pretty nice there. The complete Pulsechain ecosystem guide for beginners. Pretty cool. I got to make sure that I leave the comments off while I'm doing the presentation. That's for sure. GetX in the house there with the emojis, looking good. Mixed Crypto Arts with the coffee. Yeah, I've had a coffee myself today. In fact, probably a coffee and a half. That's pretty how it goes there. Tufon in the house. Yo. Good to see you, Tufon. Big piece to you. And g'day all from Par Excellence. Hey, Par Excellence. Great. Welcome. HB Blockchain in the house there. Woohoo. Hello, everybody. Let's go. And of course, Michael O'Keefe, lunchtime in Thailand. Man, I do want to go to Thailand there, Michael. There's a few beautiful places there that you just don't quite get in other parts of the world. So big shout out to Michael. James Bond in the house with the emojis, looking good. And Simple Believer, let's get wealthier together. That's right. That's the quiet before the storm. The quiet is a little bit extended, but it's coming. The storm's coming. The storm of awesomeness is coming with Pulsechain, and of course, it's gonna go through crypto, and it's gonna be amazing to see its impact for sure. James Bond in the house there. Woo! Hey, good to see you, James Bond. We're just waiting for a few people to come in, so it's just a couple of minutes in here, folks. And don't forget to smash the subscribe button, hit the like button if you're new to the channel. And of course, hit the bell as well, and don't forget to share it around. If you want Pulsechain and PulseX and Hex spread around, definitely share the channel around, and whatever groups you get into, it does help a lot there. Obviously, we're doing 2 live streams a day on Pulsechain, PulseX, and Hex every single day, and we haven't stopped. We're not stopping. We do what we say. So we'll keep going. No matter what's happening in the markets, we'll keep doing a coverage of Pulsechain because it's coming up soon. Hex is just an incredible savings product, so we talk about that every day just about. And of course, PulseX, the biggest exchange coming up. It's going to be amazing to see that operate. What can it do? Can it be a super DEX? Can it really challenge the main network for value? And of course, outdo a lot of the decentralized exchanges. Can it actually be a super DEX and challenge some of the centralized exchanges? That's all coming up. And of course, it's been designed for ultimate fundamentals. It's got the best of crypto in it. Been designed by pretty much one of the best, if not the best, gamification expert in crypto, the founder and billionaire Richard Hart. So it's going to be a lot of fun talking about that. And Dan Simpson says a pump to 32,000 Bitcoin as I predicted. Now I think the storm of a big crash is around the corner, says Dan. Hey Dan, thanks for raining on our parade. But we're going to jump on to Pulsechain, talk about that. Crypto Maniacs in the house there. Hello. Good to see you, Crypto Maniac. And Michael Keith, can you provide liquidity on Pulsechain, but specify only a one-way transaction, says Michael Keith. Well, there's going to be a few opportunities to provide different types of liquidity. So you'll get a touch a few of those during the live stream. And way to go. All right, so cool. We're going to get into the presentation. Hope you guys enjoy it. here we are, the complete Pulsechain ecosystem guide for beginners. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Let's get into it, folks. And of course, we're going to get on to the first slide here. And of course, there we go. We've got a nice ecosystem. There we go. And of course, Pulsechain ecosystem looking good. Now, what the first thing we're going to have is a blockchain. We're going to have a blockchain in Pulsechain. What's it's going to be called? The Pulsechain blockchain. So it's going to be awesome to see that. Now, it's going to be the first system state fork of Ethereum. And of course, it's going to bring everything that Ethereum has over. There's about 296 million wallets in Ethereum. Many of those have assets in them. Some have a lot of dust assets. Many of the assets they're going to come over. There's something like a huge number of activity on Ethereum. And of course, the big problem with Ethereum is that it is expensive, generally speaking, and has some terrible high fees. It also you can experience failed transactions, slow transaction times, and much more. Very hard for projects to flourish on Ethereum. And of course, people that still do it, but they pay through the teeth for it. And a lot of people want a nice, cheap layer one blockchain. Of course, Pulsechain is going to be everything that Ethereum is, because it's the first full system state fork of it. And it's going to be fantastic to see that. Watch. It's also going to be competing against other forks that were largely empty. And of course, ones like Polygon, Binance Smart Chain. And of course, Binance Smart Chain has had super strong growth because, of course, Binance Centralized Exchange is part of that ecosystem. So Pulsechain's really going to take a wrecking ball. No, it's not. It's going to really make itself known inside the crypto land. And of course, we're going to watch it do some great things, as it really solves pretty much all the issues all in one chain. So it's going to be pretty amazing. You're going to own the keys to your coins. It's going to be a lot of fun for that. So very cool. All right, so we got Pulsechain. The next one, of course, we've got the main DEX. So we've got the main DEX, and of course the main DEX is PulseX. So we've got PulseX Exchange, and of course this, as I said earlier, could this be the first super DEX, decentralized exchange? And of course, could that challenge the value of Pulsechain? And of course, could it also end up challenging some of the bigger DEXs like Uniswap and of course PancakeSwap, etc., and also maybe even the centralized exchanges in terms of daily volume? But it's going to be amazing to find out. Now, because Pulsechain, there's going to be probably over 500,000 tokens coming over, and a lot of the 721 contracts, NFTs coming over, something like, I think it's 77,000, somewhere in that ballpark. There's lots of contracts coming out. Everything's coming. And so it's going to be fascinating to see that play out. And of course, it needs places to trade. One of those for the tokens is an exchange. And of course, PulseX is going to be ginormous. We could have 5,000 to 6,000 active trading pairs. We may even do better than that. We could get up, say, maybe even up to 10,000 active trading pairs. And that's the key there, to pairs, tokens that are actively being traded. So it's going to be fun to see that, of course. And for both of these, of course, both tokens, native tokens, Pulse PLS and PulseX PLSX, have been issued via a sacrifice phase, which is also unique to the founder, Richard Hart, in terms of issuing all the inflation at the very beginning, and of course allocating that to those people that are committed and sacrificed for these two issuances for these native tokens, for these two, the blockchain and of course the decentralized exchange. So it's going to be fascinating to see that play out, and both of them have a deflationary tokenomics. Pulsechain with a 0.25% fee burn, and of course a PulseX with a buy and burn, which is amazing. 0.07% all the fees there go through to buy and burn every single day. So $1 billion would equal around about $700,000 of buy and burn a day on PulseX. It's going to be amazing. So it doesn't have any of the inflationary issues all the other chains have. It's going to just be a buy and burn every single day. So it's going to be fun. So every other trading pair, maybe we get 5,000 to 6,000 active trading pairs, all their activity is going to be going to burn the native token. And of course, that also results in Pulsechain fees also being burned as well. So it's going to be a really amazing thing to see. Imagine it like a balloon. And of course, over time, the air is just going to go out, and there's going to be less and less PulseX and Pulse around for people to be able to trade. So it's going to be fun, supportive of the price long term. So it's going to be really amazing to see that. Of course, on top of that, we're going to need bridges and dexes. So we need other bridges and dexes. We need economic activity coming into the chain. And of course, people want a way of swapping tokens and other things like that, and being able to come into the system, into the blockchain, and making it an open system that flourishes financially. And so we've got a lot of bridges and dexes coming. Let's have a look at that. We've got PulseRamp, which is going to be the official bridge. And of course, that's going to open up, and we've done lots of videos on that on this channel. You'll be able to swap between Ethereum and Pulsechain and back again. So it's going to be a lot of fun for that. That's also going to bring over a lot of ERC20s to pair up with PRC20s, the pairings on a Pulsechain, and that's going to be amazing. People are going to be able to earn a lot of rewards with Pulsex. It has an incentive token, which is a secondary token for yield farmers, and of course that's going to be amazing to see them thrive with that. So it's going to be awesome for them. And of course, on top of that, we're going to have Pulse LN, Power City, and Chaos Verse as well. These are projects which are going to be into the bridge and DEX market, being able to allow swapping, liquidity pools, and incentives. So you can have different opportunities to provide liquidity and get access to a swap and debt and bridge fees. You're going to be able to do that through these partners. And of course, all of them offer something special that you can have a look at. So definitely look at that. I'm going to show you the links at the end of the video. So we've got Pulse Ramp, the official one. And of course, we've got all these other ones doing different mechanisms to bridge into the Pulsechain and of course to Pulsex. On top of that, we're going to need a Fiat on-ramps. This is fundamental as well. So we're really opening up. So if you imagine the blockchain and the main DEX there being the closed blockchain, we need to open it up. And of course, we've got bridges and DEXs to open up the blockchain, and of course, Fiat on-ramps as well. So we're going to have direct Fiat ramps. That's kind of unknown at this stage, but of course, I expect to see a lot of solutions around Fiat on-ramps. But in the meantime, we're going to have indirect ones through Pulse LN and of course Power City potentially as well. So Pulse LN through Bitcoin and the Lightning Network, of course, being able to get to cash apps and all sorts of things like that, being able to anything that's Lightning Network compatible. So we'll be able to do that. So places like Bitfinex, Bitfinex and places, exchanges like that will be able to do. You'll be able to Fiat straight onto the Pulsechain network there from Fiat. So it's going to be really, really cool. Cash App and other stuff. So it's really, really powerful. We've also got Power City, which is also going to be dealing with a lot of centralized exchanges. And of course, so you can get access to the Fiat gateways on those and into the Pulsechain. And of course, at the cheapest fees as well, using multiple dexes, looking for the lowest price to transact rather than, say, an Ethereum alternative. So it's going to be really amazing to see that come on. So we will have some forms of indirect Fiat on-ramps in there. And of course, we'll be looking forward to some direct ones as well. They take a bit more work commercially, but those are the ones we'll also be looking at. All right, so we're looking good there. And of course, next we need a stable coin. And with stable coins, we've got liquid loans. We're going to have USDL. That's going to be a native stable coin to Pulsechain. And of course, that gives a lot of strength for DeFi. We need a very powerful DeFi into the Pulsechain network. We may even have a Hart stable coin. Richard Hart, the founder, has talked about that before and preferred a fiat-backed stablecoin. Of course, having the best of both worlds, we see that the best two stablecoins out there at the moment typically are centralized fiat-backed, and of course, like USDC, and of course, exogenous algorithmic decentralized stablecoins like LUSD, like Liquidity on Ethereum. Those perform very well in terms of getting back to peg. And so USDL with liquid loans offers us a native born stablecoin on the Pulsechain, which is going to be absolutely amazing for DeFi. And I suggest that this is going to be one of the most powerful trading pairs as well. When I say exogenous, in other words, it's not backed by a token that's minted within the system on the platform like Luna was and UST, but is actually based on Pulse, the native token of the blockchain. PLS. So that's going to be really fascinating. So we've got a quality backed asset, and then in Liquid Loans platform, the tokenomics is required that there's no burning and minting, and there's only basically redemption and issuance. And of course, that means that the Pulse is not going anywhere. And when you if you want to redeem, you can redeem USDL back for Pulse for $1 of Pulse. So it's very, very good quality asset and over collateralized, and of course a issuance and redemption rather than a mint. And a burn. So very, very powerful there. I'm looking forward to that. So stablecoin for Richard Hart, that's a question unknown. And of course, but we will have the USDL in any case. That's coming maybe 4 to 8 weeks after Pulsechain launches. In any case, we'll still have a lot of the Ethereum-based ones, from say DAI, USDC and things like that. They will be able to be bridged over as well. And we'll also have the PRC20 copies, particularly of the decentralized algorithmic ones. May ended up being supported. So look out for that. There's a couple of question marks over those. But in any case, we're looking to have at least USDL could become the premier stablecoin in any event on the Pulsechain. So fun times there. Next up, of course, we've got DeFi banks. We need DeFi banks on there. And of course, that is deposits and lending, basically disintermediation of the banking system. So what that means is basically you take out the middleman, you've got a smart contract instead. And of course, that does all the work. So these things are typically set up that they don't need anybody to operate. So you've got liquid loans and fiat. So basically, we just interact with the contract. We've got no bank manager telling us what we can and cannot do and penalizing us if we don't do the right thing for them in their view. So we've got liquid loans here and fiat coming. And of course, liquid loans being able to issue USDL tokens, being able to be a platform where you can earn passive income with the loan token and the USDL tokens there as well. And of course, accumulate more Pulse tokens, which is pretty exciting. So there's lots of opportunities there. And I suggest a lot of the stuff there is going to be around the trading pools and liquidity. I think they're going to absolutely help those flourish as well. And of course, leverage, being able to leverage, people being able to borrow and then go and buy more Pulse tokens, more Pulse Hex, and more other PRC20s that they really do find attractive. It's going to be amazing to see that happen. So very, very cool incentives. Of course, Fiat also allows people, particularly smaller retail holders, that they can deposit tokens that they really love, like Pulse Hex, like stable coins, and many other popular tokens that will probably be allowed on that platform. And you'll be able to do all sorts of kind of basic deposit your funds and then get interest rates on lending those out. It's going to be pretty cool. Obviously, you can borrow there too. There's going to be a multitude of benefits from borrowing there. You could do all sorts of stuff like recollateralized debt, interest rate swaps, short, margin trading on a one-to-one at least at the beginning. So it's going to be pretty interesting to see all that sort of stuff play out. So DeFi banks are very, very powerful, not only for a depositor earning an interest return, but also and passive income, but also how leverage ends up pushing the asset values up on all the things below it. So Pulsex, Pulsechain, all the bridges all get more value at a huge magnitude with these DeFi banks. Are very, very important. Next thing we're coming up is NFT platforms. We're not just talking about tokens, ERC20s. We've got 721s, 1155s, and other tokens out that are tradable NFTs. And of course, we need platforms. We've got plenty of those coming that are native to Pulsechain. So these, all the environment that we're looking at the moment, the ecosystem, are pretty much stuff coming into the Pulsechain from the Pulsechain community. And of course, this doesn't include all the stuff coming from Ethereum and other chains that will look to go onto Pulsechain. So you can see how explosive this ecosystem is going to be. This is just the beginning. This is a simplified version of what's here at the moment. And of course, you can imagine what's coming once Pulsechain launches. They all come to the best party in town. And of course, Pulsechain's looking to be that. So we've got NFT on Pulse. We've got Mintra. We've got Pulse First. We've got Power City and Chaos there, all looking to do NFT platforms. It's going to be very powerful stuff there. And of course, we know how big that is on Ethereum. That has caused a lot of issues around Ethereum with the fees. But of course, for Pulsechain, that's not going to be such an issue. Of course, we launched with a blockchain that's going to basically be largely empty, low amount in the blockchain that's going to fill up over time. We also know that we're currently moving out a lot of the validated stuff outside of the Ethereum, and of course taking it out of Solidity and putting it into the Go language. And so that's going to offer us a supercharged a blockchain, even better than what we already have expecting at the moment. So it's going to be awesome to see how powerful that is. And of course that future-proofs us as well. So pretty much increases, I guess, the pipe is what we're talking about there. It's going to be fun to watch. So this is really exciting. And of course, some of these have all had a pretty good capital raises through sacrifices and other forms of capital raising. The last thing, of course, on top of all this, you need a lot of projects to flourish. You need projects. And of course, we're going to have absolutely thousands of them. But here are some of the native ones to Pulsechain that we're already seeing develop from the Pulsechain community. And of course, once it actually forks and goes live, Pulsechain essentially brings everybody from Ethereum. Now, remember, I talked about 296 million wallets. 700,000 to 1 million of those are active every day on average, and sometimes that can be much higher. And of course, they all can potentially come here because they're all going to get, as I say, all the ERC20s copied over as PRC20s, the 721s as PRC 721s, etc. It's going to be pretty amazing. You can see how fast things can grow with the biggest airdrop, biggest yield farming, and the fastest way to mass adoption through the bridge. Gonna be amazing. So let's have a look at some of these projects that are coming on. Here we go. And there is a ton of them. We've got Story NFTs, we've got the Pulsechain, Lithias, Kira, and of course some of these also have airdrops. We've got meme tokens, Pulse Dodge Coin, Pulse 33, Algo, and of course some of these have other features to them as well, not just a kind of a meme coin. Algo has other tokenomics as well, liquidity pools, Pulse Shib, Pulse Dodge, and then of course we have Social, PLS Speak, Love. We have PL Speak there, Love. We have Privacy Coins, Hurry Cash. And we've got Gains, Free Pulse Pot. We've got DeFi, Hocus Pocus, DGN Protocol, and of course Hex. We've got Hedron, Maximus, Hexbear, and of course we've got wallets, Internet Money, Staker App, Heart Wallet, and of course plus ETH projects. So that ETH projects is thousands upon thousands of potential projects coming to Pulsechain. Sometimes they might be putting the user interface in there. Sometimes they may be bringing their projects there. There's all sorts of combinations of ETH projects coming with the biggest airdrop in crypto. It makes a lot of sense for a lot of them to come, especially once we said Ethereum gas fees are so expensive. So pretty amazing. So amazing amount of projects. Could you imagine thousands in your mind coming over? All the stuff that's on Ethereum is going to get copied over. So we're going to watch and see how that grows on Pulsechain. It's going to be fascinating. Now, one of the big things about a lot of these projects coming that are already native to Pulsechain is that they do a lot of ownership and fee sharing, things that you don't often see on a lot of other platforms. Most of the innovation has ownership tokens where you share in the fees and revenue of the platform. And of course, we've had a lot of sacrifice processes as well, and mimicking Richard Hart, the founder, with Pulsechain and Pulsechain. So it's going to be a pretty cool place to be. Next, of course, we've got is Nomics and CoinPix. We're going to have a lot of these tokens. If we've got thousands of tokens listed on Pulsex, for example, and other dexes, we need to have a coin listing. So we've got Nomics, we've got CoinPix. These are both talked about putting up PRC20s and stuff like that on there. So we look forward to that, and also we look forward to other coin listings as well. We've already seen that we've had a few on other sites just set up, say Pulse, for example. And then, of course, we also need centralized exchanges. And, of course, the Richard Hart, the founders, talked about one big exchange looking to list. So that's going to be very positive. We look forward to that as well. I imagine that once they see such huge value, if they haven't moved as a first mover, they will quickly be a fast follower into listing Pulse and other key peers, trading peers of Pulsechain, possibly many of them. So it's going to be fascinating to watch that. As PulseX prices up a lot of these trading peers, people will want to be listing them because they are all fees that will get traded in swaps. So centralized listings as well. Now, on top of this, of course, we have a lot of stuff that the teams are doing, particularly Liquid Loans, Power City, and teams like that are actually in Pulse LM that are actually talking to centralized exchanges, creating new relationships, and actually creating a lot of utility that Pulsechain needs to make it flourish. So there's lots of news I expect to come out very soon over the next few months. So stay tuned for that. Very exciting. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. That's pretty much a summary. If you're new to Pulsechain, that's a big summary there of what's coming, and certainly one perspective of how it looks. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. We're going to be also looking at a little sneak peek at a video of Power City. So Power City, one of the projects here, which is playing a pretty key utility role on the platform, is just released a video of their core product. They've got 5 main products, and a core is one of them. That is kind of like the DAO and revenue sharing a feature or product on their platform. And so we're going to have a quick look at that. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. Before we do that, though, get into the chat there and let's know what you think of some of those. Let me know in the chat there before we get onto that video. I've got to find out where I was up to. We're going to jump over here. Sorry about the comment at the beginning of the video. I did end up getting rid of that, thank goodness. We've got Par Excellence in house. Let's just jump through some of these. Product View says, can you remove the comment? It certainly did that. So lucky just in time. Swag says, let's go, says Briz. Absolutely. Hello, everybody. Says, excellent choice. Good to see you in the house. With the thumbs up, looking good. UI on Pulsechain is gorgeous, says Bitfinex. It does look really good. Baby Turtle's in house there. Hello, Baby Turtle. Good to see you. And Baby Turtle's got hi all. Lazy Hexkins, greetings. Good to see you, Lazy Hexkin. And Blobfish King says those gas fees have been creeping up again, on Ethereum. They certainly do. Great graphics, says Brizoldi. Appreciate that. Big shout out to Briz. We've got McKell's in house. Important. I was just wondering if you could revoke a contract, will they no longer be able to have access to your funds? Well, you can do it on. You can do your revoke contracts on Ethereum by picking up the going to Ethereum. You can go to Ethereum there, and of course you can revoke any spending approves. So I don't know what you've been up to, but you can go to a token approvals, and you can connect your wallet to Web3 there, and of course remove. It will take a minute, maybe a couple of seconds to show up, but you can actually remove particular token approvals if you've done some spends on them. I suggest you do it straight away to avoid any issues there. And if that's not the issue, then you should seek some further advice. Maybe get onto Discord. You can get on Discord here and have a chat with some of the people on there for sure. So cool. Let us get into some other stuff here. We got what a nice screenshot. Hey, it's Nano. I appreciate that. And again, woo-hoo-hoo. All right. Hey, Cryptomaniacs in the house there. I released my Pulsechain portfolio web app today on beta. Hextrack.app. You can add that to your list. Okay, Cryptomaniac, I definitely will. Thanks for the super sticker as well. Little Superman bow down for that. And we'll definitely add that into the list there. Let me just take a snapshot so I can have a check that out. Bam. All right, cool. So we're going to put that in there. And thanks, Cryptomaniac. See the innovation coming into the system, even during the live stream, which is pretty awesome. This is awesome, says HP. Red Squirrel's in house there. Morning all. Hey, Red Squirrel. Great to see you in the chat. It's been a little while. Good to see you back in here, though, for sure. Very, very cool. And don't forget to jump on Discord if you need some help there. We've got a great community on Discord. Great community and great information. That's really what our focus is on here. And, of course, you can see we're up to 464 members, heading towards 500. So the link's in the video description if you want to join for sure. All right, so cool. Let's have a look at the Power City core video. Are you ready? Are you ready, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls around the world? This is pretty cool. I've actually changed the soundtrack. This came out about 2 hours ago. I've changed the soundtrack. I've stepped it up because I thought this one's a bit more with the tempo. So let's definitely get to that. All right, let's go. Boom. So that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. And by the way, I'm going to post that as a separate video after the live stream. I've added new music to it. But that's big news there from Power City. So big shout out to them. That's their first product, their core product. And of course, pretty amazing stuff. Now, if you want to get a link to all these different projects on here, this is the list. And of course, this is open access here. You can get access to this. You can download the spreadsheet and then build on it yourself. You want to add a lot more details. It's just a review of the site here. So you've got all the list price on the list here. We've got the type of wallet there. We've got the native token, the earnings potential from that token, what kind of thing you might earn from there. We've got things like if it's an airdrop or other features to it. So you can definitely check that out, put it into additional information. And if you want to find that, of course, join Discord in the video description. And of course, you can go on down here to new links, new token links here. And of course, you'll see all these listed here as well. So pretty cool. Now, if you watch the video, video here, you can see the video here. And of course, that's the link to the presentation file for all these native Pulsechain developed tokens that are going on there from within the community. And of course, you can watch the video there if you want to watch that one we did previously, the good, bad, and ugly of those. Of course, once again, you need to do if you're just trying to find information, that's good. If you're thinking about getting involved with these, you do your investment due diligence. Nothing on this your channel is investment advice. There are pros and cons to these projects. Some will flourish. Some will do okay. Some may not do very well at all. So you just got to make some good judgment there as well. So definitely check out all of those though, for sure. All right, very, very cool. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. That was pretty neat there. We're going to have to quickly go through some of the, if we look at through some of the slides here, we can actually see some of these. I'm just going to make this full screen so I can see it. So on the first slide here, we've got, they've sort of going to the Power Core here. You can see, welcome to Power Core here. They've got a dashboard on the left, the swap feature, the stake feature, a lock, a calculator, and a profile. And this is for the main product core. And you can see they've got the watt price here, the market cap, the APY, the intrinsic value, the ratio, all this sort of stuff. So very, very cool. I'm just trying to go through this without getting too much stuff here. And intrinsic value represents the perceived or actual value of the swap token. You know what I love about this? I love UI interfaces that give you the information that you can pop up there. It really does help explain some of the context of what you're looking at. So pretty cool there. We've got locked, unlocked tokens there. So you got locked AMPS. So they're really using the power terminology. You got watt token as the main token. You got amps as well. So pretty cool. Pending amps, claimable amps. Nice. Remember, this is a revenue share through the core. All the other products flow in, the bridge, the compounder, nodes, NFT marketplace. They all flow into this DAO, and of course that goes back to holders of the watt token, but also goes to reinvest and make new products that all feed the DAO. Very clever. These guys are setting it up really nice. It's very clean right from the beginning. Of course, they're going to be able to thrive with Pulsechain with that. So pretty cool on that. We've got Power City Swap Tool there. So you got on the second one there, the swap tool, connect your wallet. So we've got a couple of things there. Now I'm playing this really slow because the video was pretty fast. So just taking this into account. We've got the Power City Swap Tool there. Put your PLS and your watt token in there. They got some price values there as well. So pretty cool. This is running on Pulsechain Testnet 2 V2B, I understand. So cool. And of course, this person's on the wrong network here, so I'm going to swap around as well. And of course, switching the network, bam. And of course, that pulls up the Power City Swap Tool. Looking good. I think we've got mostly on the swap tool there. Now we've got the stake page there. The third one there, stake, unstake, withdraw. Stake your watt tokens. And of course, the amount of watt there. Pretty simple here. Of course, this is the core product. So imagine it being in the middle and all the other products are around it that all feed this core. And of course, this has been set up the correct way right from the beginning. Once Pulsechain launches, these guys will be able to really flourish and grow the ecosystem. It's pretty neat like that. They got the stake, unstake, and withdrawal there. And of course, you got the same there, withdrawal. So just going through some of the features there. Pretty cool. What else we got there? Lock, unlock tokens, lock your watt tokens. They can do that, locked amps, pending amps, and claimable amps there. And so that's pretty cool. And what else they got there? Unstake again. Welcome to Power City. So they got the calculator coming on the calculator here. I think it's the next slide. We've looked at the lock one there. There's the calculator. Estimate your returns, the watt price, current APY. So very cool. Now, one of the biggest things people want to do on Pulsechain is earn a passive income. So we did a survey on that. Everyone want to earn a passive income on that. So that was pretty good. And then finally, what else are we coming up to? The profile. Guess you can do your, they didn't cover the profile, but you've got your personal profile there. And of course, no doubt they're going to have NFTs on that profile, I would think. They're doing an NFT marketplace, one of their main products. So no doubt you'll have NFTs there. Lots to come is coming to Pulsechain. Very cool. So big shout out to the Power City team there. And of course, Magic Carpet Ride as well. We'll be doing a lot of stuff about that. They're going to be start doing their videos as well. So big shout out to Magic Carpet Ride team is also very cool. So hopefully that's pretty nice. I lost where I was up to now, but thought that was pretty cool. Club Hex is Brazil. Yeah, Club Hex, that's for sure. So very cool. So check out the presentation. I'll leave the presentation on the link in the video description after the live stream. In fact, I can actually do it now. So I'll just do it quickly now. And if you want to get a copy of that, I'm going to actually probably add the links to the projects on there, possibly. We'll see how I get on with that. But I'm going to add that in now. Let me just jump over to the video. So if you want to get access to the presentation, all right, so that's I just saved that now, so it's going to be available in 3, 2, 1. That's available. You just refresh your YouTube video, you'll be able to see that. Very, very cool. And wow, that's great. So you can get access to that. I'm going to close that down now. And of course, if you get on to if you join up on the Discord, you'll be able to get access to that as well under new tokens there. And you just go down, like I say, to this video, and that's the presentation file that will get you to the list of projects, which I'm going to add that new one to that we just got in the chat there. All right, cool. That is pretty neat. We're going to get into the markets because the markets have been doing some pretty special things while we've been the last 4 or 5 hours. So we're going to get into all that as well. J-Man says, woo, 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 woo. 2% is very, very nice. That hits. Yeah, it's very, very cool. Vault tokens, says Chris. Yeah, Vault tokens, yeah. So we're going to get into all of that. And I'm going to post this video from Power City after the live stream as well. So you'll be able to see that one. Now let's have a look at the prices since we did our first live stream earlier today. We did, I think, how long did we take? About, I think it was, we went to about 12:45, so maybe 5 hours ago. And of course, the price at the moment it was up around about 8.5 cents, I think it was, yeah. And we've just come down. Now we talked about the fact that we're most likely to come down, but the next couple of hours was pretty important to see which direction we were going. And so it looks like we've eased off here. So far, so good. We've got a nice green Hex token channel pump. At the moment, 8.11 cents there. It did get down just under 8 cents. But it's actually kind of looking not too bad. Not too bad to me. And on the Hex chart there on the hourly. So that's looking not too bad to me. We'll keep watching that. But so far, so good. And we'll see where we head up there. We're going to zigzag up and try and attack that 9.2 to 9.6 cent mark. Let's see. Let's see. Looks good to me. On the other hand, of course, we've got the daily chart here for Hex, and we can zoom in on here. That's where we're at this stage. So looking not too bad either, in my view. And of course, we will find out when the bottom is in, but it's looking really, really good from my point of view. Hedron's being a bit lazy, down to 710. This is the one that's struggling a little bit now. Obviously, there's a lot of supply, and of course, there's a lot of attention to some other tokens. Maximus is down a little bit here at 13.76, but I think that's fine. That's in reasonable good health to me. And of course, if we switch over to the premium on Maxi, we will see that it's still looking pretty good, 70% premium, just trading in the range at the moment. So not too bad. I imagine that's going to jump back up, especially if Hex decides to make another move back up here, which actually looks a reasonable chance of that now. So very, very cool. And of course, Pulse Dodge has been the talk of the town since we did the first live stream. Pulse Dodge has absolutely smashed it on the alley, and we're going to go to the alley there. Bam! Look at that. Woo-hoo-hoo! Since we did the last one, this thing is killing it. And of course, look, we were down around what were we down about $3? I think we were around about $3. And of course, just after the live stream, did it happen after the live stream or during the live stream? Maybe it was just after the live stream. Yeah, I think it was just after possibly, and it jumped really big. And to $3.50. Yeah, boy. And I was making quite a lot of positive comments too, so that's pretty neat there. $3.50, and then it got sold off a little bit, but it's still rising, man. It's still in an uptrend. Look at the uptrend, OMG. So some people got into Discord after the live stream and said, "Oh, I picked up PLSD." So awesome stuff. And that's the whole thing. We want people to have good information and to make good decisions. So it's great to see people doing that and getting good results. It's so cool. So very, very cool. $3.37 at the moment. Looking very nice. Look at that. Those are hourly candles, by the way. So that's pretty neat. If we go to the daily, it's looking pretty handsome too. Look at that. The last 2 days. Woohoo! So people are talking about $10. We'll see at this stage. I think we're going to power over this other high here. I have a feeling we're going to get over this other high. And of course, so far so good. I think we'll possibly have a little bit of tepidness here. But I think we could very, very do it. We've got to get over $5.04. So still quite a distance from here. But so far, so good. So I think, $3.70 is in target. Maybe this mark here, $3.70, looks like in target to me. So we'll see how it gets over. If it gets over $3.70 in the next, next half a day, we could be in for another, trying to move higher there. Very, very cool. Now, this $5 was quite the spike on that day. So it was a bit of a gap there, but definitely 370 seems like the next target to me, 370. So keep watching out for that. Once again, Lazy Hex, it's still on the purple screen. Oh, is it? Damn it. Oh, I forgot to change it. Damn it. I had it when I do that. Anyway, so here is the charts here. Can't see the charts. Yeah, charts look not shown. Stuck on Power City, CSX Spike. Yeah, sorry, I wasn't looking at the chats there. I need to get my switching a lot better than what has been today. Anyway, we're on $3.70 here on the Pulse Dodge there, and of course 370 looks like the next target would be about 370. If it does that, then we could go to new highs there in my view. So you can see the 370 on the daily, and of course the hourly is looking amazing. Look at the hourly chart, as I was trying to show you earlier, but had the wrong screen on. Very, very cool. So looking really good on Pulse Dodge there. Now, obviously, we're going to just go back, recap where we are on Maxi there, the premium sitting at 70%. So that's cool. And finally, so that's looking not good. I suspect we'll get a nice move on Maxi, particularly as Hex is looking not too bad either. Trying to get my screen in the right place. So Hex here is looking pretty good in my view. So will it attack the 9.2 cent mark? That's going to be the next thing. I actually feel pretty reasonable about that over the next wee hours, maybe the next half a day. Watch out for that. That's kind of where I feel about that. And finally, the Hedron is as I said earlier, but wasn't showing the screen. This is looking a little bit weaker. It is facing competition as well. It is tied to Hex as well, but facing competition from attention from these two down here as well. So we'll see. There is, I suspect it will move, like I say, but it's going to take some steady buying or a whale to suddenly try and move it up there, not in a lumpy way, but in a just basically in an average, like just what am I saying, an accumulation way, as opposed to just pumping the price there. So that's cool. We've got the BNB memes as well. BNB here, Pulse Dodge. Now we've jumped over from the ETH chain to the BNB chain, and of course, or BSC chain, I should say. And have they rebranded yet? I can't remember, but this is what we've got here. 27 cents on P33, 6.5 tenths of a penny there for Pulse Dodge. And finally, IM is at 984. So that's pretty much it. And we're going to check on the markets as well. Pull those up. Bam. Gonna make sure I get my screens in the right place. There we are. That's better. Bro, you are doing great, says Unreal. I appreciate that. Thanks so much. Love the content. Thank you. Yeah, it's good. Just got to remember to switch the screens when I finish doing something. But let's get on to this one. Got to the coins, waiting for it to load. BTC at 31,700 and ETH at 2,000. So someone said earlier that we're going to get to here and then we're going to go down. That's typically the trap that does happen. But we'll see. We'll see how we get on here. We're still in a bearish trend, so that could end up being right. But for the time being, it's looking not too bad at all. I know the stock markets did a pretty decent recovery on the Friday. So we'll see how we get on. I'm not sure what they've done today. Let me just go to investing. I'm not sure what they did yesterday. The whole year is going to be volatile, right? So the whole of this year is going to be volatile. So I'm expecting that. Yeah, the Dow Jones closed 33,212, S&P 4,150. So they're all positive territory there. But of course, inflation's going to come back. That story's going to keep just coming back again. And the Fed's response and etc. All that sort of stuff. Food shortages, you name it. Or fuel, oil and gas. They're all going to be in the house there. We've got oil. Just keep rising here. $1.08, 118, 119. Relentless. Look at that relentless increase in the oil prices. And gold at 18.55. So yep, food still going up there on the soybeans. Still looks pretty high. Looks like it's going to have another move higher, to be honest. So a few things there. Hey, you got Discover Social trading on Naga. I'm not sure if that's Nagabo, but if Nagabo started a trading site, that possibly could be it as well. Oil prices extend gains after EU bans most Russian oil imports. So there's lots of stuff. There's going to be a lot of battles in the commodity wars there between the two parties. Interesting stuff. So cool. That's where we're at the stage. Looking pretty good. Got to be pretty happy about that. We're enjoying the climate at the moment with Bitcoin. Cool. Let's get into the chat there. We've got text time. Says time for work. Thanks for all your work once again, Superman. Catch you on the replay. Have a great night, day, everyone. Hey, Hex Bugger, peace out on you. Have a good day at work for sure. So that's where we're at this stage. There's not a lot of news out today at the moment, apart from the Power City core video. That's probably the latest news there, but everything else is pretty quiet out there, pretty quiet. So it was nice for Power City to release that little core video. Might just quickly play that one more time. So let's cue that up. I'll cue that video up at time. It's pretty fast, but I've added a nice, cool, funky video to it. So I'll just remember to switch it back afterwards. So that's pretty cool, man. Good stuff. I upgraded their what I do. I upgraded their soundtrack though. So you can see that on the Power City site on Twitter as well. So very cool. Give them a shout out for that because I thought it was pretty cool. Nice little teaser there. Now, Liquid Loans. We're still waiting for Liquid Loans. They're still doing great with the social media. Matt absolutely killing out there with Pulsechain news and other stuff. But obviously still waiting for sacrifice balances. And then hopefully maybe a week or so after that, we might get the user testing interface. I'm having a feeling as they first, I think it was Jesse, just asked Jesse, said, I think that they were going to look at releasing them together. They sort of said together, then apart. And then of course, then I have a feeling that they're probably delaying them. They're probably going to put them out together. So we'll probably end up getting both of them together because the sacrifice balance was supposed to be out last week. Based on the previous two comments. So we'll just wait patiently for that. When it comes, it will come, as it were. And nice. Katie says, Power City bring the fuel. Absolutely does. And James says, yeah, looking great. Yeah, it's going to be pretty cool. I think that the ecosystem is going to look pretty powerful as well. So if we actually go to some of the links here for that, for Power City, I think it's at the top here. Yeah, Power City there. They've got multiple products. So what we just saw was a core. So this is the core here that represented here. And of course, then they're going to have all these products that feed in revenue based on the utility and all high utility products that are going to really help Pulsechain. There's a transformer bridge there. That's going to be amazing. So that's going to allow you to do cross-chain swaps, as I said earlier in the presentation, reducing friction of Fiat. So the lowest cost there as well, looking to get lowest cost, and of course being able to interact with centralized exchanges as a Fiat gateway, indirect Fiat gateway as well. So it's really positive from that. Obviously, Pixel Park NFT marketplace is going to be out there, as I showed earlier in the presentation. There's at least five sites are going to be there. I would suggest 4 of those are going to be heavyweight competitors. The 5th one has still probably got a bit of work to do there. NGR nodes, of course, that's going to come later. But it's coming up as DeFi as a service as well. And then, of course, the accelerated yield compiler is coming later as well. So the first things that are coming, the Power Core, the bridge here, and the NFT marketplace, those are really terrific products. This one here is going to be very popular when it comes to the accelerated yield compounder. Will increase the yield in DeFi by automatically claiming and redeploying earning tokens for increased rewards. and I think it's going to be very, very popular. I know a couple of other yield compounders out there. One of them I cannot stand. They keep changing the tokenomics, and they take from the poor and give to the rich. I hate those kind of compounders, but this is going to be the positive one. This is the right way of doing it. So I'm going to love this one. It's going to be really, really good. That's going to be decentralized. So there's going to be no middleman, and some of those other compounders that you get on some of the other yield farmers. They're centralized. They're controlled. So the smart contracts got user backdoors where they can control stuff there, which is not good. So what am I thinking of? I'm thinking of adamant vaults. Adamant vaults. If you heard of adamant vaults, that's what they do on there. It's terrible. A lot of people have had funds taken from those guys. They're absolutely bad actors. They're not the worst kind of actors. Worst kind of actors just do a straight rug pull. But you might consider these guys worse when they do rug pulls over multiple chains, multiple products, and stuff like that. So got to be careful out there. Power City, Meta, of course, is coming. Metaverse is going to be big, and there's at least 2 or 3 of the projects looking at metaverses in the ecosystem so far. I think Chaos is another one looking. That's right out in the distance. Is looking at that too. So it's going to be probably at least 2, 3 metaverses. We've got a couple of social platforms looking at kind of metaverse type things as well. So very, very cool. Looking forward to that. Nice. Let's get back into general chat. And if you haven't got joined up, hit the link to Discord in the top of the video description for sure. Look, Linux says tomorrow is a new month. People can't wait for another 2 weeks. Yeah, that's true. That's a lit comment there, right there. Shro says, "Oh no, your audio was breaking up. Sounds good again now. You're good." Yeah, I'm not sure what's happening there. Maybe just because I had too much stuff open. Maybe my computer's getting a little tired. It's a brand new computer, but you never know. I'm going to try and get some more RAM for it. It's got 16 RAM, so it's not like it's got 16 gigabytes of RAM or whatever. It's not like it's got nothing on it, but we'll see. All right, cool. That is where we're at this stage. We're up to 51 minutes. We're going to jump over to GitLab. There was a little updates on GitLab for Pulsechain 16 hours ago. They had an update on the testnet page there, but apart from that, we haven't seen a lot of other stuff there. And of course, I'm just having a look over at the. I'm not sure if there's been much on the Whalebot lately. I think we had just that buy that we had 11 hours ago. Nothing much happening with the whales, so pretty quiet on the streets there. And the price, I think the Hex price is not looking too bad at the stage. And I was going to have a quick look at the validators. I don't think there's any new sacrifice. Normally Sandy tells me in the morning if there is. So we're just going to quickly check that. So sacrifice there. Yeah, so the last one was the 15th of May. So there's been no updates since then on the sacrifice balances. And finally, Pulsex is just ticking away here. Let's see what the average 3.38, 3.37 Pulsex per pulse at the moment. And of course, we have a look at the info. Not a lot of people are playing around on Pulsex exchange at the moment. Obviously, everyone's just waiting for Pulsechain to finally launch and get real activity in there. But that should be fun to see that play out. We got Pulse at the moment 0066, and we got Pulsex at 0019 there on the testnet. Obviously, all this is fake. It's just for testing. That's what it's all about. Pretty cool. We're going to finally have a look at the burn. The burn at the moment is at, drum roll, 48.2 billion Pulsex on the burn there at the moment. 48.2 billion. Man, we can't wait to see that for real, right? Can't wait to see that for real. A real, roughing the real. That's going to be fun to watch. So very, very cool. Let's actually go to the farms. I haven't collected my fees for must be a little while now, and I'm not sure what the incentive token's done. I've got 1.6 INC tokens to harvest. Let's harvest that while we're on the live stream at the moment. It's going to cost me 0.00075 pulse test pulse here, so it's nothing burger. Let's do that. So let's do a maths on that. Let's do a math. So we take one pulse. Then divide it by 0.00075. So if I harvested, how many harvests? I could do 1,333 harvests. I could harvest for one pulse to get that. So imagine that. Let's imagine that pulse was at .0. Let's imagine that. I should have done it. I should have done it now. Let's imagine that pulse is at 1 cent. So that's going to cost us a fraction there. That's going to cost us. I don't know what happened there. I did something wrong with the maths. I'm going to divide that by the right number now. We end up. That would have us that would cost us in terms of US cents at 1 cent pulse. That would be 5 zeros and then a 7.5 in terms of US cents there. So it's just a fraction harvesting that. It's pretty insane there. Sounds like your internet was breaking up. May not be the computer, says Briz. Yeah, should be right. I'll double check that, Briz. I don't know. Maybe your router is going out. My internet got really slow, and when I switched out the router for 1 minute, boom, internet was faster. Okay, yeah, I'll check that for sure. Maybe there is an issue with the router. Normally, also the other thing is if the internet goes down, then you quickly know about it, right? You quickly know about it. It's just the way it goes, for sure. So yeah, we've got fiber to the wall, and then I got wireless from there. So that's the setup. I would love a full fiber setup. Actually, I might think about that. The logistics are a little bit crazy, but otherwise, I would like to think about that. Let us go back to Hex. I think Hex having a little Hex token channel pump at the moment. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, 8.2 cents. I'm feeling good. Are we going to get Are we going to get to 9.2 cents? Are we going to break 9? Let me know in the chat if you think we are. I should actually put a quick poll there just to challenge my own assertions will Hex price reach 9? I'll just do 9 cents or more. Is that too easy? 9 cents or more. And the next, should I be more generous? 24 hours. 24 hours. Let's do that. Let's go. Bam. Yes. Nope. I'll just do simple ones there. Will Hex price reach 9 cents or more in the next 24 hours? No, that's a simple one there. Cryptomaniac says you can track your testnet portfolio on hextrack.app. Lol, feedback is much appreciated. Would love some ideas to make it better. All right, cool. Well, I've looked at that, Cryptomaniac. Hextrack.app. Hextrack.app. Let's check that out. Hextrack.app. Oh, very nice. Okay, you've done a good job with the UI there. So that's pretty nice. Straight off, does it have dark mode? Does it have dark mode? You should probably at least put dark mode on. A lot of people like dark mode, but I like the white myself. But for live streams, I typically put it on dark mode. Home, about, features. Cool. Let's have a look here. So monitor your Pulsechain portfolio today. Keep track of your Pulsechain portfolio now with Hextrack. No need to wait for your favorite coins on the Pulsechain network to be added to your current portfolio app. Read more and donate. Nice. So we're at the home page now. We've got about the app, PES portfolio app for Pulsechain. Keep track of your profit and loss. Easy now with Hextrack. Make an account to start tracking your current positions without a hassle. Monitor positions and active accounts. Read more. We've got, you should probably have this blowing up. Just if I could click this and blow that up would be quite good. Blow up that page there. Active features, awesome features. So position monitoring. Enter your current positions to keep track. And let me just get rid of, let me just hide that comment there. Got to make sure I get onto the comments. Position into your current positions to keep track of your profit and loss individually or as a whole. No need to connect your wallet. Coins, native Pulsechain coins are supported. New coins can be requested or will be added automatically. Editable positions, editable fields such as positions, purchase, price, quantity, and date purchased. Fully secured. Hextrack uses predictive measures employed to secure data, confidentiality, integrity, and availability. Cloud assures all data is stored remotely on our server. No applications. Mobile compatibility. Use Hextrack on your desktop or mobile device. Make an account. Set up your profile. Enjoy the features on there. And of course, what else have we got in there? So yeah, that is the link there. If you guys want to add, some feedback on that, let Cryptomaniac know. If you guys want to add some feedback, let Cryptomaniac know about that. It's got a donation button there too, so check all that stuff out there. I'm not sure what the read more is. Oh yeah, we've looked at that already. Cool whip on that one. Create an account. All right, cool. All right, so check that out, folks. Woohoo! All
All right, I'll do some. I'll probably add that in a bit later. Nice. All right. So what else we got there? We got Great White in the house with the emojis. Woohoo! Crypto and Cookies and Crypto says, woohoo! Hope all is well. Hex Token family and Superman. Very, very good. Is an email necessary? Can you make it connect to the MetaMask wallets? Dark mode would be nice. Working on dark mode. Lol says Crypto Maniac. Yeah. Brazil says, nice one, Crypto Maniac. It's easy on the eyes. Nice website. Yeah, I like it. It's good. Can we get back to 15 cents already? Says Sachin. And maybe Sachin. Hey, Sachin, good to see you in the chat, by the way. Very cool. 1.5x on the Power City video is like I'm at a nightclub, says Brennan. That's hilarious, man. Yeah, because you've just caught up, haven't you, Brennan? You've just caught up. That's funny, man. That is so funny. All right, let's get all the charts there. We've just come up to an hour. Not too bad. Boldfish King says, my best performing assets this year has been my USO. Was it something US? I'm not sure what the last word there is, Boldfish. I appreciate it. Any ideas would be great, says Crypto. Yeah, I'll probably have a look at it again, Crypto Maniac, after the live stream, and I'll let you, I'll give some feedback myself. But anyone else got feedback for Crypto Maniac, feel free to check out the site and pass that through. I get rid of the email and just have it connect through the wallet and add everything manually. Seems like a lot of work, says Briz. Astree's got the woohoo. As well as dark mode. Can you do a yellow mode, says Dog Days? A yellow mode, never heard of that one, Dog Days. Yellow mode. Got it. What else there? So yeah, we got Hex at 8.2 cents. We got 7.09 on Hedron, and we got 14 cents on Maximus, and we've got $3.43 on Pulse Dodge. Who else has a feeling that Pulse Dodge is going higher? Put your hand up. Put your hand up there. Obviously not investment advice, but does look that way. Yeah, I think 370 is the next one. I'm gonna have to change the way I said it. I need another screen. If I had another screen, I need a wider screen. Now I put it on both of them, but I'll get that in due course. Let's have a look here. So boom. All right, so $3.40. Like I say, this is the mark here. I think it's looking interesting, 370. And if we get over that strongly, man to man, this is up and away. Could be up and away. What else we got going in there? What's it? Let's have a look here. Emails is for forgot password. A lot of people don't like to connect wallets. I agree with that. See, Crypto Maniac, a lot of people do not like to connect wallets. So yeah, maybe just this. I haven't checked it, but mate, just the simplest version. I don't have any problem with the email. So now it says definitely remove the email. Okay, but I'll have to try both options. Have options. Yeah. Hey, Crypto Maniac, maybe get into the Discord. We could have a little chat around that. Rich Girl says agree. Just manually adding addresses is preferable. Says Red Squirrel. Yeah, I like that too. Just pasting the address in rather than having to connect wallets. So just pasting your address in would be really, really good. PUSD went up 43 cents since earlier. Nice, is precise. Yeah, actually been bumping it. Jerry says thank you, Hex Token, for your daily live stream. Hey, you're welcome, Jerry. Thanks very much for your comment. Appreciate that. Sachin says much Samson by Samson Odyssey. Neo G9, this monitor is freaking amazing. Yeah, okay, let me take a snapshot of that. I'll write that down too. Bam. All right, cool. That is, I just saved that, Sachin. Thank you so much. Good idea. I'll work on that, says Cryptomaniac. Yeah. My favorite sites are where I just paste in the address and it just does a read only. That's my favorite site. Rather than logging in, rather than even in emails, it's just doing that. That's definitely the case. That's why I also like airdrops that are just airdrop to the wallet, as long as you still got to do some confirmation around interacting with it. But other than that, there just seem a lot better ways of doing it. Cool. Hey, well, 7 minutes ago, 21 votes. We're going to keep this poll open for another 3 minutes. No, we'll keep it open for 15 minutes. We've got another 8 minutes on that one. Let's see how we get on there. Will Hex price reach 9 cents or more in the next 24 hours? Yes or no? We've certainly got the environment for it, so this is still looking pretty. Can I use the word perky? Is that the wrong word? It's still looking pretty good at this stage. Probably the wrong word. Once I said it, it's a like sound. That sounds like pretty bad. But anyway, we got that going on there, and we got the Hex price there, 8.24 cents. And I don't know, I'm kind of feeling good here. We've still got to crash that, smash the 8.5 cents though, right? So there's still a bit of work there. But retail has been doing it. Retail's been like a boss, and retail has been accumulating Hex as well. Now I'm still a few days away from being able to buy up a lot of Hex, so there's not going to be any decisive Superman pump on the price yet. But definitely, that's just the way it goes. I have no idea what I'm going to have to make some choices. Choices when it happens, of course. Let's see how we get on. Facing reality, nice one. Hey, good to see you, facing reality. The market is perky, says Briz. Briz is going to requote that. I know it. Briz is going to requote that many times on this live stream. Do you think there's more chance of to the downside again? I missed the 004 buy. Bought one day before at 0.08. Sachin, there's always a chance of that. While we're under 10 cents, it's that chance is still fairly reasonable. Let me put a probability that, of course, or like a likelihood. Now, likelihood can be the same as a probability, but it can be different depending if you've got a portfolio. It can be different. Yeah. Let me put that at what price are we saying? Shop is 04. At the moment where we are, I put that at let me just get the full scale. Let me have a look, zoom out here. I see that as a pretty low probability. Put that at 15%, 20%, somewhere in that ballpark. Going back to doubles to what do you put in? 004. Yeah, 00. No, not 004. No way, 004, man. I just realized what you're putting out there. No way. Sachin's trying to 04. That's better. Yeah, 04. Yeah. 15, 20% chance of that at this stage. I think the support at 6.8 is a much better support at this stage. So from this perspective, where we are at the moment, 8.2, then yeah, that's I see that like a 15, 20% chance there. Still maybe a 40% chance we could go back to 6.8. And then I see a 60% chance we're going to go higher, the same or higher. How about that? That's my probabilities. Get in the chat there and let me know yours. I had to think through that, flesh that out. Hey, how bad will that feel when Hex is at all-time high again? Sachin says, yeah, that's true. Man, that'd be great. That'd be great. 4 cents. You know, some people picked it up at 4 cents on this channel. They picked it up at 4 cents. And of course, if we got to 52 divided by 0.04, that would be a 13x from there. The other thing, of course, is we have, once we get Pulsechain launching, we've pretty much got a stock split. We'll see how that plays out too. 4 minutes left for the poll. We're coming up, just gone over 11 minutes. We've got 26 votes as well. Skoda says, see you at the track, says Skoda. See you at the track. Not sure what that means there, Skoda. Let me know what you mean by that. You're talking about everyone's going to be buying cars when they're rich or something, and they're going to be racing them. People were talking about cars earlier in the lives in the first live stream, I think. Nice. All right, there we are. That is it at the stage. We're hanging out with the homies. Let me know what you're thinking at the moment. Let me know if you've got heard of anything that I haven't talked about. Let me know. You're giving the odds. Yeah, see you at the track. Yeah. That's true, Skoda. No one knows the future. Just my own opinions, remember, not investment advice. But hey, I've been not too bad actually with the price calls for a little while. I think there's only one chart that I didn't quite get right. I think other than that, I'm doing pretty well. I picked it up at 4.4 cents, says Brennan. Woohoo! Hey, Brennan, good to see you, and good to see you at 4.4. Woohoo! That's rock. So all-time highs. That's 13x from here, almost. We've got 3 minutes to go on our poll. Will Hex price reach 9 cents or more in the next 24 hours? Remember that we did our poll the other couple of days ago before we had this little Hex push back higher. And, of course, the Bears were in control at that time. And the Bears actually did win that day. The price did go slightly below the 7 cents, if you recall. And it did slightly get bearish. But we're back in more positive territory. We're still under 10 cents, right? So as long as we're under 10 cents, we've still got a lot of volatility. What time is it here? It is 6:25 p.m. So it's 6:25 on Tuesday, the 31st of May. So it's almost dinner time here on Tuesday in good old Kiwi land. Brennan says, thanks. So it's now. Nice. All right, so there is the prices at the moment. $3.54 on Pulse Dodge. Let's bring this thing up. Come on down, Pulse Dodge, because you are absolutely kicking some butt here. And of course, we've talked about this stuff. There is interesting stuff going. I would definitely be looking at the top wallets, seeing who's accumulating, because obviously we've had those top wallets accumulate. Then after that, we heard Gunther the accountant talking about him and a few of his shark mates all trying to collude. I'm just paraphrasing here, so the language might not be quite right. But it seems to be because of scarce, the actual volume, so the supply is relatively scarce, that they look for a controlled supply type of game. And if a token could do it, this is probably one of the better ones to do it with. And so far, so good. One more minute for the poll. Will Hex price reach 9 cents or more in the next 24 hours? So cool. What else do we got? Brennan says, I was madly trying to connect my cold wallet to buy it lower, says Brennan. Yeah, I hate those moments there, Brennan. Matt White says, has there been any new info on why the Pulsechain code is being written in a different programming language? No, just the fact that they're wanting to make it, better, faster, and stronger. The way we interpret that the phrasing is pretty interesting. Just make it better, future-proof it. That's kind of where we're at the stage. What's your prediction for Pulse launch? Do you think we're looking for a few months? I have no idea now, Sachin. No idea. I don't think anyone has an idea. I don't know if Richard talks to a couple of people in a circle. I don't know. Would Kinetics be one? I do not know. People that are building products that are actually helping Hex and things. I don't know. So we looked at a few of those evidences. None of them turned out to be the case. And then, of course, Richard's own indication on YouTube ended up being completely off the park. I mean, they came out with internal audit and then not launching in May. And then, of course, the Go rewrite. And, of course, the time frame and that the context in those isn't necessarily clear either. So have they already done a lot of the rewrite code, or just did testing? Lots of things are not really that sure. So we just have to wait and see. And we just have to wait for Richard. There's more patience. Man, it really felt like it was going to launch in May. Damn, them bugs. Yeah, that's the section. Yeah, so yeah, that came out, internal audit, rewriting, so a lot of validated stuff in the Go language, stuff like that. Mr. Frost says, good morning, sir. Hey, sir, good to see you. Might be ISO 20,022 compatible. Why Pulsechain has been written. It might be. We might have a few ISO experts in the house as well. Let me just jump. I'm trying to jump to. Let me just trying to pull it up. I've got one of the tweets here. This was the 17th of May one. Pulsechain status auditing, finding things that needed fixed, and putting them in order to see which can happen after mainnet and which should happen before. Next few days, I hope to have better timeframes, but it's mostly validated registration, rotation fees, and limits. And the context of doing the rewrite for Richard's other one, actually, I'll probably go get that, not now, because muck around on the live stream trying to find those tweets. So yeah, no, Briz says can't see the tweet. That's because I'm reading on another computer. We could go and find them, but I just don't know how far down it is. It was quite far down. That one. Let's scroll down here. We'll see if we can find the last tweets. I might as well read through them. He's posted a lot of stuff, so we'll just have to bear with me on patience here. We come out for 70 minutes. Our polls keeps going. We'll just have to leave the poll, leave it go until I find these tweets from Richard Hart, just so we can read it from man himself. Let me find some of this. Yeah, we had lots of stuff here. Man, he's been doing a lot of stuff, man. We had all the supermodel stuff. We've jumped through some of that. We've got a few other things here. He's been having a good time, man. He's been having a pretty good time. You could do one of those road trip movies, right? Those teenage road trip movies. Have one of those. He's got plenty of content for something like that. That's pretty funny. Let me jump through some of these. Is that one? No. What day are we up to here? I'm not even sure. 25th of May. So we've got miles to go. Eric Wall. No. I think we're almost getting there. I think we're almost getting there. This is why you line them up before you have your live stream when you're looking through these comments. So I might actually copy some of them just so we can look at them in future. No, Bitcoin, Hex, yeah, miles down. We're on the 23rd of May only. We're still at the 23rd of May. Here we are, Pulsechain update. Here we go. Woohoo! We finally got there. You guys held on. You believed. And here we are, Pulsechain update. The validator rotation slashing delegating code has mostly been rewritten and partially. So mostly it's been rewritten. So that's a good answer there. And partially implemented in native Go. There we are. And outside the EVM, and of course, thus not in Solidity for much higher throughput. So that's your end goal there. Someone asked about that. That is pretty much that. So I think it was Sachin, was it? Or Matt White. So it was Matt White that was asking about that. There we are. So it's going to give higher throughput is the answer there. This means that Pulsechain is getting faster, safer, and more powerful. So there we are. I'm going to take a snapshot of that so I don't have to scroll through it next time. Let me pull that up there. Bam, bam, bam. All right, so that's Richard Hart. Let me put that over on the left there. Now, he had some other updates before that. Pulsechain will not be launching this month. This is on the 23rd. I'll keep up my outrage marketing and metrics are looking good so far. By the way, some people like the idea of launching at the bottom of a bear market. So for those people, they probably love the delays. So it's no one there. I'll take a copy of that too. Boom, 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 boom. All right, boom. And before that was the tweet that I read out was the 17th of May. And that was before that. I don't think we had a lot of other stuff between those two that I remember. 21st of May. Lots of Ferraris and promotional activities. Blockchain founder. I haven't actually read this one here. No, the Thompson one. Maybe I had read that one. I'm not sure now. Lots of cars. You haven't heard much from Sense Foundation thing. I mean, I know Maddie Allen's been covering that pretty in depth. So if you want to check out that with that battle that's going on there. The shoes, yeah, like I said, Richard could probably start a pretty successful shoe company. You probably could do that. I think you'd do a good job of that. Those gold ones there, not too bad. And walking around with that, and stuff like that. So cool. I don't know if there's much. Just getting into some of these. I think that was it. What else we got? I think that was it. We're down the 17th of May. So this is where we're getting into the 17th of May, which is the one I read earlier. Let me just jump through some of this. 16th of May. Maybe I've jumped through part of that. 17th of May. I think it might be just after this one. 17th of May. Is that one there? Pulsechain. That was the one I read out before. So that's the final one there. Those are really the key ones. So I'm going to copy that. I've got all of them here now, so I don't have to scroll them through them again on Richard Hart's site. Cool. And we're at 338 on Pulse Dodge. So we're going to watch that very closely. Let's get into, let's get out of there and look at all the charts. I'm going to zoom that up there. Well, we're coming up on an hour and 18. Not too bad. So it just says, now I think we've gone through some of those. All right, just want to make sure. All good. What's up, Vinny? Finally made it home. Hey, Human Hex Traffic. Good to see you. Can't wait to see the content from the kitchen with the lady, says Briz. I held on. That's pretty funny. Fork Eminence, says Robbie. Truth. Yeah, well, we look forward to it. Richard should try to get a Nike collab. Yeah, I agree with you, Briz. I actually think he'd be a pretty good shoe salesman. Well, someone said Al Bundy yesterday. Al Bundy on speed. Al Bundy on speed. Although Al Bundy did have his moments in the shoe shop. There were some pretty amazing moments. Thinking the same, Briz. Thinking the same. Yeah, he could actually do really well with that. I think I think you guys are right on that, man. From different angles too, different perspectives, modeling and selling. Yeah. All right, so we've got 22 minutes. Let's end the poll. Let's do that. 22 minutes. We've got 45 votes. Let's see what the results was. How bullish are people feeling? Let's bring up the chart here on Hex while we read it out. This is the Hex chart on the hourly. That's kind of the formation on the hourly there. Our poll results are, before we get that, our 4 minutes nodding out. Superman, great stream, boss. Hey, it's down now. Appreciate it. Thanks so much. Again, we'll see you on the other side. Have a good rest. Now, the survey is, will Hex price reach 9 cents or more in the next 24 hours? The community has spoken. 45 votes. 64% are on the bullish side, and that includes myself, I guess, and of course 35% no. So we'll find out who wins. So it's pretty it's two against 3, and we'll see whether the Bulls win over the Bears. This is the way it goes. Very cool. At the moment, we're at 8.2. Now we'll take a little bit of momentum to get over there, but we do have pretty nice looking, crypto market prices are looking fairly supportive. And of course, we do have the daily chart starting to look like it's got a bit of room to move up to. That seems like the logical area for me. Once again, we may be wrong. Maybe the 35% of people are ending it right. But at the moment, of course, we want to get up to, what did I say? Over 9 cents. So just up here, it's teasing us. We're going to get capped at these two mountains here at 8.5 cents. But I have just a feeling that 9 cents could be in sight. And of course, maybe some friendly little whale out there is going to help us, help the retail book move higher. But 9 cents is there. I really do feel that can't quite see it on here. I really do feel that the 9.2 to 9.6 mark, so in this range here, is kind of that next level for us. I'm going back here. We haven't been up that level for a while now. 23rd of May. That was the last time we were there, and that's when the whale started taking us down. You can see it on the volume charts here. Look at the volume chart. Look at this. This is the action here. Thanks very much, guys. Thanks. And of course, people that picked up 4.2 cents are going, yeah, thanks, whales. We appreciate it. You guys are our friends, because now we've picked up heaps of it there. So cool. All right. What did I get up to on that one? Like a bull in a China shop, says CryptoPay. Yeah. I do actually like that analogy. Nice one there. How are we coming up? Well, hour and 22 minutes. Doing pretty good. Like a boss here. Hex Token channel. 2 live streams a day. Representing. Crazy stuff. All right. So Pulsechain. Pulsex. Hex. Nice. Brendan says, thanks. Woohoo, thanks. Wow, says Brent. Yeah. It's given a lot of retail people some really good prices in the lead up to Pulsechain. So to pick up lots of volume, getting 2 for 1. And man, it's going to be good. And of course, if you're chasing T-shares, X is all about T-shares. So if that's your actual main goal, then you've been able to pick up T-shares pretty good. On the low time so far, I think it was around about $360, $370, somewhere in that ballpark per T-share if you did a 10-year stake. It was pretty good value given where T-share prices have been since last year. So pretty awesome results there. And of course, you get paid your Hex per T-share payout. And as you know, Briz and I do compete fairly regularly about who loves the Hex payouts more. And that battle will continue well into the future. I did concede one day, but we can easily change our minds. That's the way it goes. 6.12 Hex is the payout at the moment. And of course, we've got 98 million Hex in the pool and 11.7 million USDC in the pool, 1,000 Ethereum in there at the moment. So cool. Now, obviously, we could get more fuddly games as we lead into Pulsechain. When it does rise, we could even see more further gains in liquidity to what we've seen already. So we'll find out. Boom. What do we got there in the comments there? Ashtree says, cheers. Hey, Ashtree, cheers. We're coming up on an hour and a half, so we're going to wrap up in an hour and a half. So that's in about 6 minutes' time. This has been a pretty fun. If you want to see the presentation, definitely check out the beginning of the video. I am going to be recording that probably separately because I'm going to be using that for marketing. So I'll be doing probably a pre-record because I was hoping not to have the comment at the beginning of it, but unfortunately, I probably need to take that away for the video that I'm using it for. So stay tuned for that. Are you buying at this price tomorrow, Superman? No, I won't be buying for a couple of days yet. So still a couple of days away at least. So maybe I'm not sure exactly, Brennan, but not for a couple of days still. I'm definitely buying within the next week, but I don't know whether it'll be in the next couple of days or waiting for a pullback. So yeah. No, I'm waiting for funds to come in, Brennan. Waiting for the funds. It'll be a couple of days, and then you guys will know because I'll be going. I just bought some X, like this, something like that. HP says, thanks, Superman. Good night, all. Hey, HP, appreciate it. We'll see you next time, and rest up well. Nice on that one. Yeah. All right. We're going to probably, my last video, I'll probably end up with the Power Shop video. How long is that? Again, I'm not sure, about a minute. We'll put that in just at the end, but I will be loading that up separately on a different video for all the subscribers to check out because it is a pretty fun video. People can always pause it as well. So cool. Now, if you haven't got into Discord, don't forget into Discord. We've got 465 members, so welcome to the new member. Let's go find the new member, Crypto Maniac. Woohoo! Who's done the new product as well for the Pulsechain. Of course, that's awesome. So big shout out. That is the Hex Track app, who's also a moderator in the chat as well. So big shout out for that one. So we're going to give, we'll probably have to post it up. I'm not sure if you've got an icon. We might add your icon to the list there once I do a full review. But pretty cool. We've got Pulsechain on there. There we are, Pulsechain. Bam, on there. Get back in the general chat there. We need 35 more members until to reach 500. That's going to be a pretty cool milestone for sure. We will enjoy that. All right, let's jump over to, we've got BTC at 31,500, Ethereum at just under 2,000. We've got Hex at the moment at 8.276 cents. And of course, we've got a lot of fun happening here. We're going to be watching out. Can Pulse Dodge hit $3.70 in the next few hours? Brennan says, okay, all the best to you, mate. It says Brennan. And peace and woohoo to you all. The Church of Universal Oneness in the house there. Good to see you. Very good to have you in the house. Good night all. Thanks for the advice, everybody. Green Day tomorrow, says CM. Nice. Yeah, I think it's a good product offering there, Crypto Maniac. So, yeah, I'll have another look at it myself. Very, very cool. Go, says Brennan. Rocket emoji, says Lazy Hexkin. Yeah, rocket emojis. Yeah. All right, coming up on there. So we've got another 3 minutes to go. So we're going to play that out probably. Now, don't forget, if you haven't subscribed, smash the subscribe, hit the likes, hit the bell, and don't forget to share. Thanks for thanks for sharing. That's lame. Thanks for watching. How about that? That's better. Bam. All right, so cool. Coming up to that, we're going to play it out here. We're going to watch the charts for a few more minutes. And hey, never know what we'll have. Now, if we get a big, massive pump, if some whale comes in and pumps us up to 10 cents, I'll be back on live stream. You know me. If it's really going to smash it out, I'll definitely be on the live stream. That's the way we go. All right, so we're up to an hour and 28 minutes. So I'm going to jump out of here. I'm going to play the Power City video on the way out. I will upload that too independently after the live stream because it's pretty cool, I thought. All right, so we got Dog Days says, awesome stream. Thanks, Dog Days. Remember to take care out there. Have a good time. And I will see you guys tomorrow. 2 more live streams. That's how we rock on here. Hex Token channel, Pulsechain, Pulse Hex, and Hex, of course. Thanks for watching. If you're a Hex Token channel member, don't forget to smash out the emojis on the way up as well. And here's the video from Power City. Peace out. Take care, everybody. Bye for now. Oh, whoop. Bye. See you guys.